It's spring break time in North America, so you know what that means.
Spring break shein haul!
Yes, many Americans and some Canadians went on spring break this past week, with more going on spring break next week. And for many a creator, going on spring break came with the much anticipated Shein haul. Today, we're going to be looking at some of these spring break hauls and we're going to be talking about them. We'll chat about how these videos promote overconsumption and unsustainable habits, particularly for your wallet as well as the environment. And we are talking about them because of their potential negative impact or influence on you, the viewer. Also, just a side note, majority of these are spring break hauls, but there are a couple at the end that are more spring vibes to kind of mix it up a little bit. Spring break hauls are such a niche part of life that people typically only go on for a week, but buy hundreds of dollars of items, literally dozens of items for 1 week. It's really niche overconsumption that I think really highlights some of the excess and potentially problematic shopping habits that are promoted and normalized online. Now, I've made 2 Shein videos in the past. They both happened in late summer last year. In those videos, I talked more about the business of Shein, like who makes our clothes, the manufacturing process, more to the environmental and like unsustainability of it all. So I'm not going to be doing a ton of that in this video because those already exist. So if you want to check those videos out, they'll be linked in the description. Although I do have a couple of studies to sprinkle in here and there in this video. As well, when we talk about fast fashion, there's usually at least somebody who says, well, what if you can't afford to shop elsewhere? What is very clear from these videos, as well as the data from Shein itself, the average shopper on Shein spends about $100 a month on clothes or $1,200 a year. That kind of budget is not representative of somebody who cannot shop elsewhere. These videos being spring break hauls, they contribute to that as well, because spring break is very much a luxury that you have to have money to participate in. But also hauling clothes on top of that is also a luxury. These are people who very likely have other things and who can shop differently. There's also the problem of normalizing Shein online to people who can't afford to shop differently, who want to haul as much stuff as the influencers. We'll talk about all of that. We'll get to it. But let's start with our first video and let's just get into it.
Hey guys, here's my Shein haul. Okay, so every year for spring break I order like a pretty large order from Shein, but this year we went a little crazy. This is what we're working with. It's a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna split it up into like category pile. Okay, here we go. First one I got is this, and then it comes with matching bottoms. And then I got this top. Oh, there we go, that top. This top is very similar, but it has like that design on it. Then I got this zebra matching set. This, I love this one. I think this one's my favorite. This top, been wanting this one forever. I see it on everyone. This matching one. This top. I was trying to get some bright colors because this is like for the cruise I'm going on, and I'm gonna try to match my swimsuits to like the theme days that they have. I got this one. This one. I thought this one was fun, and I haven't seen it yet. These bottoms, which goes with this top, and then I also realized that this goes with that too. So we have like 3 little matching things. These red bottoms to go with that does not match at all. Okay, never mind. This top, white bottoms, which will go with that white top. These little ruffle bottoms. This orange, very bright. This one, this leopard one, or cheetah leopard, I don't know. This set. Oh, one more. And this top. Okay, next I'm gonna do the like miscellaneous stuff. Okay, so first I got 2 pairs of sunglasses because I love Shein sunglasses. They're so cheap, just like everything else, but I think these were 50 cents a piece. So these ones and these, which I thought were very bougie. Love them.
I cut the video off early. I really just wanted to talk about the bikinis. Just know that there's a whole heck of a lot of stuff after that. And I'll give you the total for everything in this order, like how many items. So by my count, she has 8 complete sets plus 10 tops and 3 bottoms. That's 11 complete sets. You don't need 11 bathing suits. We have a total of 21 swimsuit items. At least that's by my count. She's a teenager. And what I don't like about this is influencing other teenagers. Putting this as normal to other teenagers and aspirational online. I don't necessarily blame her if she's been consuming this kind of content growing up over the past 4 years or even longer. She says every year for spring break, I make a pretty large shein order. This is a built-in tradition that she's established, and it can be something that she looks forward to. And also, if this is something that's been going on for about 4 years or multiple years, where is she getting the money for this? She could have a job that's totally a potential, but I would probably doubt that she's had a job for 4 years or even like 2 or 3 years because of labor laws. So it's not impossible, but I think we have 2 situations where it's either coming from money from her parents or money from her own employment. So let's talk more about that in the tradition. So I already talked about the 21-ish bikini items. We also have about 10 packs of jewelry, 2 sunglasses, 3 sticky bras, 1 AirPod case, 4 dresses, 1 pajama set, 2 pajama bottoms, 1 pair of pants, and 14 tops. If you were to count like each of the bikini items as a separate item, we have about 70 pieces here. This is crazy. This is a lot. And I get that people swim a little bit more when they are on vacation. Or maybe, I don't know exactly about cruises because I've never been on a cruise myself. People tend to, like, if they go to resorts, they'll swim once a day, maybe a couple of times a day. And I can understand having multiple bathing suits because you don't necessarily want to wear the wet one. But depending on how much you swim, 2, maybe 3 will probably do. And she's also expressed here wanting to match the bikini to the theme day. So this is not necessity or talking about I want to be able to have a dry bikini every day. There's also ways to do that aren't 11 bikinis. And in my opinion, she's using the rationale of I want to match the bikini to the theme day as a way to justify buying the quantity, right? Like this kind of rationale feels legitimate in your mind. And when something feels legitimate, like a good reason to you, it can move that item from the want category to the need category. And so you feel good about purchasing this item or these items. Now, as we've established, she purchased about 70 items. And if this is a tradition, let's say hypothetically that she does about 40 items, which is about 30 items less than she's done now. So let's say it's averaging 40 items over 4 years. That's about 160 items. This tradition is building in a habit of overconsumption at such a young age that can stick with you for years. What I'm trying to say is it's fairly common for young people to not think about their future because they're so young. And if you've been like raised in a culture of shopping and overconsumption, it's extra enticing to spend that money. And so we're not thinking about establishing healthy financial habits for like to set ourselves up for the future. Even if we don't need to think about those big goals that might be coming 5, 10, 15 years down the line, we can still set ourselves up for success, for financial literacy and financial health starting in our teens and early 20s. This kind of behavior is counter to that, but also promoting it online to other people her age. And also, I don't know how much she shops, but if let's say she buys 40 items of clothes every season, that's 160 items a year, which is a lot. And if you shop like that, even if instead of 160, let's say we did 80 items a year, still a lot. But if you're shopping like that every year, what's going to happen is you're going to fill up your spaces. And if you want to keep shopping like this, you're going to want to empty your space so you can continue that shopping habit. So it's the buy and declutter cycle in action. Or I should say, promoting a kind of shopping that quite often will lead people into the buy and declutter cycle. And also, because we're buying stuff specifically themed for your cruise, what happens when the cruise is over? Are you ever literally gonna wear that thing again? That's a really expensive way to shop. We're going to talk more about trends next, so let's get into the next video to have that conversation.
Best Shein haul ever. We're going to start off with a bang because are you kidding with this dress? The quality on this is insane. Literally Zara Who with the little wrap neck tie thing. Basic black off the shoulder tank. Are we kidding right now? Imagine these with like a basic white tank top and some heels. Stunning. These are gorgeous and they're actually really comfortable because they have padding. Can't be a Shein haul without a matching set. I got this little brown off the shoulder one and it comes with this brown long skirt and the skirt has a slit in it, which I love. Loving this little classy going out top with the tie in the back. This looks like it's actually going to be so flattering. And lastly, imagine this dress with a little like crochet bag.
Okay, so the caption of this says, I spent hours looking through Shein so you don't have to. Everything is perfect for spring break. She is intentionally influencing her audience. The first girl, I think, it was more so sharing her finds, like sharing her haul, where this is much more self-conscious influencing. This is this creator's second haul in less than 2 weeks. She did a haul on February 28th, and then this haul was on March 8th. She's double posted her content and also broken it up into additional parts by doing try-ons of this stuff. So I'll show some of the try-ons while I'm talking so you can see like some of these items in action. So this haul was about 9-10 items, and then the haul she did in February, was about 20 items. These are small for Shein hauls, which I hate to say, and the fact that I can say that does say that there is a normal way that Shein hauls looks, which also sets the expectation of quantity, right? People expect to see 40, 50, 60 items in the Shein haul and then also expect to buy that quantity, or sets the expectation perhaps of buying that quantity when they do their haul. People are going into the haul and the shopping with wanting and expecting to buy 40, 50, 60 items. All of her purchases, all of them were trends. There wasn't a single item in there that was not a trend. There's one item she calls like a basic tank. I'll put a screenshot of it on the screen. This is not basic. I guess perhaps maybe in a sense it is because it's black. But as I talked about in the spring clothing video that I posted a couple days ago, when you put a trending silhouette onto an otherwise classic item, that thing still becomes a trend. And these one shoulder tops and these silky jersey-like fabrics are on trend and have been for maybe about a year now. In 1 or 2 years time, this is not going to be the trend anymore. And then what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to declutter it. It absolutely makes sense why people are going to Shein for the trends or the micro trends. That's what Shein does best. That's what Shein promotes, and that's how they entice people. There's two separate but related issues when you shop like this. The first of the two, which, I've mentioned, that shopping like this, buying these items, will not have longevity in your wardrobe. In this context, we are buying things that are trends, but we're also buying things with a specific purpose of spring break, right? Like, what happens to these clothes after spring break? Are you going to want to wear the turquoise long ruche dress in your everyday life, or the sparkle glitter pants, which by the way are going to be a nightmare to wash? A lot of this stuff as well, like, people aren't thinking about the washing because they're just thinking about the single use. And maybe they don't even expect these items to last more than the one use, which is also wild. You buy this stuff in like specialty fabrics, you're going to have to hand wash that thing. You really want to hand wash like 10, 20 items? Like, no, ma'am. Perhaps because these clothes are trends, it also doesn't matter if they're going to last another spring break because they're a trend. So will the trend go away before your next spring break? In some of these cases, perhaps. There's a second but related issue of quantity of items. I'm now going to talk about a news article and then a study that speaks to the number of items and new. And I say new, which means not new to you, but new like from the store, newly manufactured items. This article talks about how many new items people can consume in order for climate targets to be met. So the Harkul Institute, which we'll talk about more in a second, they say that if no other actions are implemented, such as repairing, mending, washing at lower temperatures, or buying secondhand, purchases of new garments should be limited to an average of 5 items a year for achieving consumption levels in line with the 1.5 degree target. The report indicated that lower prices have a correlation with people buying more. They say that lower prices have contributed to increasing per capita sales of clothing globally. Between 1996 and 2012, the average amount of clothing purchased per person in the EU increased 40%. Increasing consumption volumes have coincided with the drop in the duration of use or use time of garments. Consumers now buy more apparel but use it for much shorter periods than they did 20 years ago. For example, today less than 30% of UK wardrobes are estimated to be actively in wear. This rapid pace of turnover is possible in part because of both the production and disposal of garments happen away from the eyes of consumers. Such distancing is a consequence of the push by countries and manufacturers to minimize the cost of production. This report also highlights that consumption is not equal. The report also shows that these average values are affected by the high consumption levels of top income groups within countries. A representative sampling of G20 countries shows that the lowest income quintile is responsible for 6 to 11% of the total carbon footprint, the second quintile for 10 to 13%, the third around 17%, the fourth 24 to 26%, and the highest income for 36 to 42%. On average, the emissions of the richest 20% were 20 times higher than the emissions of the poorest 20%. This ratio does vary though across countries. According to this analysis, the richest 20% would have to reduce their footprint by 83% in the UK, 75% in Italy and Germany, and 50% in France. And these are considered a few representative countries. These numbers point to why interventions at the national level would fail if they do not affect consumption by the richest 20%, who in addition to direct impact also influence the aspirations of others. One of the reasons why I speak about TikTokers is because of their wealth in many cases and presenting themselves as aspirations and people using TikTokers as aspiration or inspiration, to aspire to. They also promote overconsumption and influence thousands of people, if not millions of people in some cases. The video we just watched has over 1 million views. Although, to be fair, not every video we're watching is from the richest 20%. And also, I don't know their income. I don't necessarily want to speculate too much, although there has to be a level of wealth in order to go on these trips to begin with. What is true, though, is the aspirational element of them. And at the very least, encouraging people to buy more than they need and buy things for specific one-off events. These hauls, like this particular influencer who's dropping codes and trying to influence people to buy these items. It is a direct encouragement and endorsement of Shein, shopping like this, overconsumption and micro trends, which we need overall less of. And to speak more about the reduction of garments, the study found that among their countries surveyed, and they surveyed the G20 countries, they found that there was little to no difference in the amount of inactive garments in one's closet. So from country to country, in all of the G20 countries, that number is at about 25 to 30%. And so 25 to 30% of people's clothes were purchased and sit in people's wardrobes unused. So they say that this points to an approximate estimate that reducing garment purchases by 25 to 30% would have no effect on the fulfillment of clothing needs. Other research has suggested a more radical cutting of garment purchases. For example, an estimated 75% decrease in the purchases of new garments is deemed required to respect global environmental planetary boundaries. I don't mention it to target this specific person. I'm mentioning it because this kind of feels like an appropriate place to open this discussion. And I do want to highlight that not everybody is consuming at the same level. So I'm by no means saying that it's equal. I'm mentioning these studies to highlight just how critical it is to reduce our overall consumption, and that encouraging people to buy more stuff from the biggest carbon emitter in the fashion industry. They surpassed Inditex or, the Zara brand, like the Zara parent company. They surpassed them last year as fashion's biggest polluter. We don't need the promotion of buying more clothes, and most especially from buying from fashion's biggest polluter. Let's move on to the next haul.
Spring break Shein haul. Not gonna lie, I think I found the best things. I was on the hunt for cool bikinis, so I got this one. I got these little micro shorts. Polka dots are so in right now, so I had to get a bikini. This might be the best thing I've ever found on Shein. Kind of sheer and like a really pretty pattern. Back is like this. I also found this purse. I think it's so fun and so cool. Again, another fun bikini. I'm going to Cabo and I just think this color screams Cabo. Another pair of shorts. I think these are perfect for just walking around the resort. This top is so pretty. Another bikini, but I love this one. I am obsessed with those see-through dresses right now. I think they're so fun, and like, when else could you wear them besides spring break? So I had to get one. Wear it over a bikini. I'm set. Another pair of shorts, but these ones are knit, really thick. I really wanted a beach bag, so I got one. This strapless top, and I think it's really cool. I really wanted new travel bags because mine are filled with just exploded makeup and stuff. So I got these for makeup and toiletries. Again, another really fun bikini. I got another little micro shorts. These ones are black. I found another dress, and again with that see-through knit, I'm genuinely obsessed. So I found this one. It's got these little things in the front, but I think if it looks weird, I could just cut it off. It's like kind of see-through. It's literally, again, so perfect. This bikini. This top is really cool. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but it goes around your neck. So it's like a tube top, and then it loops around your neck. Really pretty. I got two more basic bikinis because I don't think I have these colors. I'm obsessed with buying swimsuits, so I got this white one because I really like the pattern. And it came with a matching skirt, so it was like, okay, it's a whole outfit. I have been eyeing down this bikini since last spring break, but I didn't get it. This is really cool. Lastly, jewelry. I really wanted fun jewelry, so I got some shells. Got some earrings. Okay, that was my haul. Let me know if you want a try-on haul.
All right, here we go. I counted 39 items. Girl, just because you don't have a bikini in that color doesn't mean you actually need the bikini in that color or that you'll wear the bikini in that color. I think we just gotta put our credit cards in the freezer or something. Is your trip to Cabo really gonna be shit because you don't have your fourth micro trend short item? No, I get wanting to look nice on vacation, but is your vacation really, is it really about the items of clothing that you bought? Is it really about the outfits, or is it about the vacation? Is it about the time with your friends or your family? Probably friends in this case. Is it not about the experience? I would like to say that our vacations should be about the experiences and the vacation, not the clothes. Anyway, this haul is filled with micro trends. And we're even doubling up on some trends. We have the micro shorts. And if you want to hear about some of the trending items that are trending this spring, I just posted a video about that. So we have the micro shorts. We have the butter yellow. We have the pink. And it's not just classic items in pink. It's highly specific knit items and mesh dresses. We also have really trendy jewelry with starfish on it and seashells on it. Starfish jewelry in specific is having a moment too. I watched a bunch of Shein hauls in preparation and I saw those in so many hauls. And this is also why I think these videos are influencing other people, because you're seeing these items in people's Shein carts and you go, oh my God, I want that too. And then you put 5 starfish earrings in your cart. And like when we're doubling and tripling and quadrupling up on these trends, when that trend goes out, there goes all of your stuff in that particular category. She says that shorts are perfect for walking around the resort. Girl, I know you have shorts. I know you have shorts. I would wager that you have shorts and you probably don't need more shorts. My guess would also be that the current shorts that she owns, their only deficiency is not being the micro short, like a more trendier short. She says, obsessed with these see-through dresses right now. Where else can you wear them besides spring break? Case in point, where else are you gonna wear them after spring break? Nowhere. This is gonna end up in your closet declutter in like 2 months time because you bought it for spring break and you don't need it anymore and you wore it one time. We're teaching people and reinforcing these habits when we talk and act like this. We're perpetuating specific ways of thinking. She says that she really wanted a beach bag. The kind of thinking we're perpetuating in this example is treating wants as needs. As wanting something so badly, it is a need. It's okay to buy an entire wardrobe for spring break that you'll never use again. Let's get to our last spring break haul before we get to our spring clothing hauls.
Spring break shein haul. I'm going to Scottsdale for my spring break this year, which is really exciting, and I'm also interning in Italy over the summer, which is what the haul's for. Starting off strong, we have this like white fox dupe of that one top that's viral right now with like the teardrop like diamonds. I think this is so cute. I'll definitely have to iron it though. I'm thinking I'm gonna pair it with this magenta mini skirt. It's crochet. I'm just gonna have it like low-waisted, scrunch it up a bunch. Super cute. Next we have this turquoise cowl neck. It's adjustable at the top, which I didn't even realize makes it even better. And this is gonna be so cute, this outfit. So excited. I'm gonna wear it with this white ruffle mini skirt. I can scrunch it however short I want to. It has a zipper on the side. I was thinking about maybe getting a belt for it, but TBD on that. Next I have this basic white tank top. It's just a basic tank. I don't really have one, so thought I should get one. Okay, this one's a little out there, but for a dressier night, I have this dress. Starts at the neck, and then it's a super deep cowl neck, scrunches here, like billowing sleeves, super cute. Depending on how deep this is, I might have to put like a tube top situation over here. But because the neckline's so deep on that, I got this unique necklace. I don't know, I'm gonna have to play around with it, but it does have matching earrings, so this might be a flop, but I'm hoping that it turns out good. Okay, for swimsuits, we have this white fruit bikini. It has like fruit and like the fish all over it. It's gonna be so cute. I can't wait to wear this like in Milan. Next up is this colorful one. I love blue. I think this is just so cute. I'm praying to the Shein gods that this doesn't tarnish because it's just so cute. And then here are the bottoms. Not too cheeky. Alright, then last for swim we have this colorful, there's fruit on this one too. It has like oranges and stuff on it, but it's super colorful. It's also a set. I got this scarf situation. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna wear it yet, but it's gonna be super cute. I also got this crochet bag that says Paris on it. It looks like something you'd get from like DHgate.
So for this haul, she makes a really great point that her bikinis, as well as the previous girl, they both had, I don't know, somewhat embellishments. I don't know if they're plastic or metal. Some of them, it could go either way. They're 100% gonna tarnish. Like, you wear that into the ocean, if you're going into the ocean. Homegirl's going to Milan. If I'm assuming that she plans to like drive out of Milan in order to access the ocean, I think they're gonna they're gonna tarnish, and then your bathing suit's gonna be unwearable. There's also so many cases of Shein bikinis just bleeding and getting the dye everywhere, which is also got to be careful about washing them, as well as making sure you wash them before you wear them so you don't have the dye running all over you the first time you wear it. I bring this up because she says that she's buying these items for her spring break trip to Arizona, as well as her internship to Italy. I think that she's too far out to really be buying anything for Italy. I think that there's a level of excitement right now, so it's that excitement that's enticing her to buy things. But I don't think she knows the details of her internship if it's 3 months away. And even if she does, let's pretend that she does, the reason why a lot of people do these hauls is because of their excitement over their vacation. It's a way that people experience their anticipation and excitement is through that direct link of shopping. They're not expressing it outright or overtly in many cases, but that link is there and we see it throughout these kinds of videos. And so when she gets closer to her actual internship, I would bet you that there's going to be an internship haul of buying more things, because she's going to probably have more information, as well as expressing that excitement about Italy, buying the Italy clothes. You know, that way of experiencing your trip before your trip. You're allowed to be excited for your vacation. Totally fair, totally normal, but that doesn't have to translate to buying things. And that's the behavior that's being normalized in this video and in others. You know, we're also buying highly specific items like that super low dress with the necklace. This might just be the only combination for these items. So whenever the dress goes, I think the necklace is going to follow. And if we are just planning on pairing these two things together, that's going to also equal, like, that's a really, really limited window of wear. You know, we have the white fox dupe shirt that you say you're going to iron. This, I think, is also something that's going to be a nightmare to wash with all of those like dangles on it. Those I think can easily snag. How do you iron that? I would probably go for the steam. It'd be a tricky thing to iron. You know, buying the trendy items, the viral items for their virality that are going to go where after, you know? We're now going to go and get into some spring hauls. This creator, once I found her, shocked me. Like, her videos regularly get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 million views. I'm going to show you the more recent one. So let's watch. That's the video. This creator posts so many Shein hauls. I'm going to show you. Like, I have to show you how many she posts. It's wild. She has 2 million views. You can see it's her page. Okay, first up, after we pass her pinned videos, we have a Temu haul, which is, it's Shein. I consider it the same. Next video down, Shein. You can see that. I mean, in the next row. 5 videos, another Shein haul. There's a space. Shein haul, Temu haul. Shein haul, Shein haul, Shein haul. It's like, it's so crazy. Her videos start usually the same way, with her dumping the box. I'll show you a clip of another one where she's struggling to push it across the room, which communicates, it's so heavy, I bought so much stuff. It plays into the expectation that I was mentioning earlier about the size of Shein hauls. This influencer is influencing with a capital I. Although we've seen other videos where creators are intending to influence, this gets the capital I because there is so much wealth displayed here. Her closet, like all of her videos are filmed inside her closet, which is huge. And you see her closet full of clothes, bigger than honestly like my bedroom. I think people want to buy these clothes because they want to buy her life. They want to look like her or be like her. These videos really read to me, buy these clothes to look wealthy. This is what a wealthy person wears. You know, this is what a wealthy person likes from Shein. Buy these clothes to look like me. Buy these clothes to look wealthy. And this is the spring version. She has like tank tops and t-shirts and such, and she's done winter versions as well. So she's doing this regularly. The reality of the situation is that if she is keeping all of this stuff, which is a big if, she can afford to shop like this, but can you? I think a lot of her audience can't afford to shop in the excess that she is shopping without some kind of financial consequence. Yeah, this is super trendy in style right now, but in 1 to 2 years' time, when these are out of trend and you don't wear them, you don't like them, and then you'll feel like you have nothing to wear and you want to buy more clothes, you're buying a new wardrobe every few years. Shopping like this and buying the trends means that you may be buying entirely new wardrobes and dumping a lot of money into wardrobes every 2 years because you're buying clothes that don't last. It's an extremely expensive way to shop. Let's watch our last video. And this is also somebody buying some stuff for like the transitional weather.
I ordered a shit ton of stuff from Shein. So first thing from Shein is this blue top with thumb holes. It's that like stretchy athletic material. I got this in red a few months ago and it has become my favorite shirt. So I decided to get a shit ton of different colors. Keeping on with that same theme of like the athletic stuff, I'm talking about like the stuff that hugs your figure and makes you look snatched. This is the same material as the long sleeve, just in short sleeve for summer. Same thing in the white. This tank top is super fitting and it has the padding so you don't have to wear a bra. I don't know if any of y'all are like me, but if you like something, you buy it in almost every single color. This one's really tight fitting, has a hood, and I wish it had thumb holes. It doesn't, but it's also such a stretchy, thin, like soft material. I was on the hunt for like one of those BBL jackets, and I just love black anyways. This one has the thumb holes, which is nice, and I got this in an extra small, so it'd be like as tight as possible. If you can't tell, I wear black zip-ups all the time. I just wish this one had thumb holes too. That's what I was on the hunt for. Black zip-up with a hood and thumb holes. That's when we found her. She has a hood, a zip-up, and thumb holes. This is by far my favorite workout jacket that I got. Let's do some flimsy sweaters now. These are like some flimsy shirts that I thought were just cute. Definitely wear this under like a short sleeve to kind of spice it up. Tequila is cheaper than therapy. Yes, it is. Thank you. So cute, but when I tell you it's oversized, it's huge. So size down. A few basics. The cool thing about the next few that I'm showing, they're that thin, like really nice stretchy material, but regular t-shirt, and they have thumb holes. I've never seen shirts like this with thumb holes. The neckline on this one is so nice, and it's also very stretchy. Very simple, but for some reason, I did not have just like a basic gray short sleeve.
Y'all, I lost my tolerance for this. I'm cutting it. That's time. So let me just, I don't know how much of this I'm going to show, so I'm just going to walk you through everything she purchased. She purchased 7 of the same workout tops in this haul. She already owns 2 non-workout tops, 4 short sleeves tops, 2 t-shirts, 2 tank tops, 8 zip-ups, 2 jeans, pink pants, and then those leopard kind of pants, 7 sweaters, 3 boxers, 3 shirts, 5 basics, 2 t-shirts, a sock pack, 2 belt packs. It's 46 items actually up until the belt bag. And then cutesy earrings, 3 items. And then she bought some home stuff. We have about 50 items. I get buying multiples of favorite stuff you like. Washing machines exist. We do not need to own, in a lot of cases, more items than days of the week. Like, it's okay to wash clothes and rewear them the next week. Like, we bought 8 zip-ups. We bought 9 tops. Shein being so cheap promotes bulk buying, which is why this happens, as well as in the name of variety and the pleasures of shopping. One thing that strikes me about this video too is that she says she's on the hunt for a jacket with thumb holes and a hood, and then proceeds to buy like 5 jackets without thumb holes and a hood. We're buying things that don't even meet our own criteria that we're saying is important to us. And when we do that, we're buying things that I think will end up being decluttered because they aren't what you want. I can imagine her 1-2 months time where she declutters them. She's like, I shouldn't have bought it. I really wanted the jacket with the thumb holes and the hood. This isn't it. I'm going to declutter it. As well, like when I say that these videos promote potentially problematic shopping habits, cutesy sweaters and cutesy t-shirts, I'm buying things that I just think are cute, normalizing that language, normalizing that behavior, normalizing putting the cute thing, buying cute stuff because it's fun to shop, because it's Shein, the thrill of the find, the thrill of the price, buying cute things that you like. That's the reason to buy stuff. Not, do I have space for this? Do I like this? Do I think I could wear this? How many times do I think I could wear this? What outfits could I make with this item? Could I see myself owning this item in a year? The critical thinking is not demonstrated in these videos. Shein hauls are typically not the place on the internet where we see people being critical of their purchases and why they are buying things. We are seeing more of buying things because it's cute and fun. And while you might say that's kind of the point of these videos, that's also the problem of these videos. And if you are a consumer of these videos, I can really understand why you get enticed to shop. And I think that we can internalize these messages. And even if we don't shop according to those messages 100% of the time, they can influence our own behavior. I think as well, people owning a lot of clothes can give that sense of variety, but I think it can symbolize making it in people's minds and also potentially security as well. It might represent feelings of success or stability. These can represent success because owning quantity is the symbol of success. You have so much money where you could own all of these items. You have enough money to buy the 7 sweaters you thought were cute. You have enough money to have a walk-in closet full of clothes, or you have enough money to, own 20 t-shirts. I worry about people consuming content that promotes those ideals or this way of thinking, where buying stuff is the symbol of wealth and making it, or variety meaning owning something in quantity that's greater than the days of the week in which you could actually own it. I worry about it because all of our money goes to stuff instead of things that we might actually care about more. Is having a closet full of clothes, owning 8 zip-ups, or whatever your version of that is this the most important thing to you? Would you rather do that than, let's say, go out with friends, go on a vacation, as we were kind of talking about earlier with the vacation element of having a wedding, having kids? I'm saying these examples because my audience is a little bit older, and this is probably like the demographic that might be thinking about the home or kids or retirement or moving out of your house, getting a bigger place or a different place. Do clothes and owning stuff matter more than at least one of these things? I'm not trying to downplay the role of fashion or people liking fashion, but I think people can get so caught up in buying stuff that we don't think about all the other things. And when we have time to think about it, what I think a lot of people realize is that their fashion and their shopping is coming at the expense of other things, or the other things are coming at the expense of shopping. What also probably has a role here is buying clothes as hedonic consumption, when the focus is on the enjoyment and pleasure rather than the necessity. The act of shopping for new items and the variety of styles available can create excitement and pleasure, which fuels the desire for more clothes. And in this Shein example, I think the prices factor in too. So that's the video. That's everything for me today. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you want to hear more conscious consumer commentary from me, we got more of these videos coming up in the next few weeks. We're going to be diving back into Temu in a couple of weeks as well. Lots of great stuff coming your way. I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you'll hang out and stick around. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again around here soon. Bye.